Okay, so I wasn't feeling this episode tonight, but I'm gonna tell you why. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Scotty by Nature, and we're here for another review of The Grind, the Dallas edition, okay? Y'all already know I'm here for the people. Shout out to Jeremy and Sean, and we're about to get right on into this episode. Now, we open this episode up with Jeremy, okay? Now, we know that Sean, he had COVID-19, but Jeremy is finding out that he also has COVID-19. So that was crazy. And then come to find out, Orlando also had COVID-19. So we got 3 people amongst the cast that had COVID-19. Lord, when I tell you, it's crazy to me how this has been going around so fast, so quickly, and you know, it affects people in different ways. So my prayers went out to Jeremy, Orlando, and Sean when I realized that they all had COVID-19. So this was so you could tell that this was probably where the season probably started, you know, when everything was going on. So we get into DJ Rude Boy. Now, one thing I want to say about DJ Rude Boy is that I don't know how old he is, but DJ Rude Boy is cute as fuck to me, okay? Like, he is very cute to me, okay? Like, if he tried to holler at me at the club, I'd give him my number. I'm just saying. But apparently, he was at this little restaurant, and I know that he promotes parties and he DJs and stuff like that, and I guess he was handling business, but the thing of it is, I don't know what business he was handling. So it goes back to what I said at the beginning of the episode, the beginning of the video, when I said I wasn't feeling it, and I'm gonna tell you why. There were some things that happened on this episode that I really wasn't following because I didn't understand what they were doing, and I didn't know what they were talking about or whatever. So it started with this right here. Now we see DJ Rude Boy at this restaurant. He got his computer out, but he doing something, but I really didn't know what he was doing, and I watched it back maybe 3 times to get a feel of what I think it is. But all I knew is that he was handling some business, but I don't know what he was handling business for. So I think we should have got more insight on what it was he was doing, and probably just more insight about him as a person, because last week's episode was more so about, you know, Sean, Jeremy, and Neiman for the most part. So we really didn't know much about DJ Rude Boy, but you know, I'm gonna give it a chance, okay? Y'all already know I'm gonna give it a chance. I really believe in this brand, so I'm gonna give it a chance. But that whole scene with DJ Rude Boy, I was really confused by. I didn't know what the hell he was doing or what the hell he was trying to do. I'm just being real. Okay, so Sean is in the gym. He's on a treadmill working his thug thizzle out, and then, you know, Stanley comes into the building. Now, this is another scene where it made me not feel this episode. So when they were sitting down talking, you know, basically Sean invited Stanley there to apologize to him about going off on him during the situation. Now, the situation was cut out. So it was, you know, I saw this when they sent me the 30-minute situation, you know, the 30-minute video of most of the scenes that we will be seeing this season. And I saw this scene. It was basically a big ass blow up between Sean and some dark skinned chocolate guy with the red shorts on, and he was talking about whooping ass, and I guess Sean went up on Stanley in that same scene, but it was cut out. So I think that was the issue for me. Like, the average person that's watching it don't know what the fuck you went off on Stanley about. So with that being said, that was a moment that was missed for those of us that's watching the show. That was a moment that was missed. So y'all should have kept that in the show so we could really follow it, because I don't even like it when the Housewives of Atlanta do that. Like, they cut out good stuff and make it a flashback, you know, thinking that they're keeping the storyline going, but you're really holding the storyline back because we don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? So that was where it got messed up for me. We don't know what the fuck Sean and Stanley was fighting about because we didn't see them fight. So we don't know what's going on. But, you know, they buried the hatchet or whatever. So I was really pissed about that, because I'm like, God damn, like, why y'all just didn't put it in the show? But I'm guessing because certain people that they filmed with earlier this season are no longer on the show. They probably just cut out whatever scenes they were in, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but that's the only explanation that I could have. But that's the reason why I was like, okay, I'm confused here. So then Sean invites Stanley to his birthday party that he's going to have, and then they call Neiman, and Neiman agrees to come to the birthday party. So after all of that, Sean actually plans this big ass party. He got family members coming in, and he got his friends coming in. There's a lot of people coming in to celebrate him and his life. He has a conversation with his mom. It's a very in-depth conversation. They never really just had no real thorough conversation about him coming out of the closet, about him, living his life as a gay man and all this other stuff. So, they never really had that conversation, but, they're having it and everything is all good. And, her whole thing is that she just wants him to give her some grandkids. My mother is the same way. She want her some grandbabies because my mama got 3 kids and ain't none of us had no kids. And I'm the oldest. I will be 32 next Friday. You know what I mean? So none of us ain't got no kids. And this nigga right here ain't even had no kids. So it is what it is. But everybody keep on saying, well, before you die, you want to leave something that keeps your legacy going. Child, I understand that, but I'm selfish and I don't want to have no kid. Like, it's hard enough taking care of your damn self. Then I got to turn around and take care of another life? No, ma'am. No. So then Neiman comes and Sean says that he wants Neiman to be a part of this body positivity photo shoot that he plans on doing, you know what I mean? And Sean was like, people calling me fat, but they don't know that I lost over 210 pounds. And I was like, oh, okay. So Sean said he was like over 400 pounds at one point in time, but he lost all that weight. And if, to be honest, Sean looks good, okay? I never, we didn't see him when he was 400 pounds, but the bitch looks fucking good, okay? He got that beard on point, his eyebrows on point. I was real jealous about the eyebrows because, I keeps my eyebrows up, but I'm like, bitch, them eyebrows is something serious, okay? So one thing about it, and two things for sure, Sean looked the fuck good. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. They call him a fat ass model. Okay, bitch, but he looks good as a fat ass model. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about Sean, so shout out to fucking Sean on it. Okay, so as the party continues, Stanley is there, and now we're having a conversation about his beef with Lay. Now, this was another situation that was confusing to me, and it turned out to be a flashback scene. Now, this is the thing. Now, I have to say this to them because, like I said, I've been in conversation with them about this show. They asked me to review it a long time ago when they first started filming and whatnot, and they know that I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with them. I'm going to always give my honest opinion. Please, I know why you're doing it, but don't do that because that kind of fucks us up and it confuses everything. Like, Stanley and Lay got a problem that we don't know about. All we know, we see them talking about it and they're confessional. But it would be more organic if you show how the shit got popping in the first place. You know what I mean? So that's the part that was really irking me, and they were both talking about it. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, we didn't see it. So I would prefer you guys not ooh, it's raining. I prefer you guys not cut those scenes out and just not and making them flashback scenes. I don't like that because that's confusing me with the story, and I like to know what's going on piece by piece, bit by bit, whatever. And these seems to be big group events, and the group events really keep the story going. So, like I said, don't do that. Just let it play out, and then we can keep it moving. Sean confronts Lay. Apparently, Sean was pissed off with Lay because she didn't come to his birthday party. And, you know what I'm saying? She didn't call him or tell him that she wasn't coming, which I totally understand because I don't like bitches that do that. Like you cry about me not inviting you nowhere, but when I invite you somewhere, you don't even call me and let me know that you ain't coming. Like, bitch, bye. But they sat down and talked, and Lay was talking about her domestic violence situation, and she just described everything. And she said that the girlfriend was jealous of the cousin, but Jeremy in the confessional said the cousin ain't really Lay cousin. So I'm just like, okay, so what's really going on, Lay? What's really going on, my girl? Like, what's going on, honey? Because this don't look right, honey. Like, what's going on here? Like, what in the fuck is going on here? But another thing that I did notice that happened was that Dior from Chasing Dallas was supposed to be on this show, and he filmed a couple of scenes, but as you can see due to the text messages they put on their screen, that Dior was not the fuck here. So I'm just like, okay, ooh, that sounds like some messy shit went down with that. Okay, but it is what it is. But y'all, this is my review of tonight's episode of The Grind Dallas. I mean, like I said, I really wasn't feeling it that much, so the review is not that long. But all I could do is tell them what to do. I can't tell them what to do and what not to do because it's not my show. It's their show. But as a viewer, I have to keep it 100 with them and let them know what will work better for the audience. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. With that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scotty. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. If you want to follow me on any social media, it will be at the bottom of the video. And if you want to subscribe to the City Boys Entertainment channel, which is, you know, the people that produce the grind, I will leave the link at the bottom of the video so you can be notified every time an episode of The Grind comes out. With that being said, you guys, I'm out here. Until my next video.